Hey everybody, and welcome to the Midwest Drama Weenie Show. I'm Dave Flowers.
And I'm Zach Champ.
We're super excited that you're joining us today. Now, as you can see, again, Canis Maximus is MIA. But he's not actually MIA. We know where he's at. He's
at his daughter's archery competition.
Yeah, state competition. So good luck to the West J Middle School Archery Club in your state competition today. Kane, we're pulling for you, buddy. Make sure you do some Robin Hoods and split down some Costners or something.
We're missing you, Kane, but you're being a cool dad and you're still a drama weenie. Yeah. We got you.
Drama weenie to the core. Yeah. Yep. So today, last episode we talked about slating.
Right.
And that was all spinning off of our first episode for the audition process for the stage play, where we were talking about, you're doing your auditions and your cold reads and your slates and all this other stuff. So we covered slates in the last episode, and today we're going to cover
cold reads.
Cold reads.
That makes me think. Cold reads is definitely the topic. But didn't you have a chance to talk with somebody or meet with somebody over maybe a little something? Okay.
I did. So when I was coaching, right, in Orlando, and for those of you that don't know, I'm a full-time acting coach. So when I was coaching in Orlando for an organization, actor, that was nice. I was working with several other coaches. One of those coaches was Tom Virtue, who recently was in the movie The Green Book, which was an Academy Award-winning movie. He's also known for Secret Life of the American Teenager. He was the dad on Even Stevens. He's done a lot of stuff. So if you get a chance, but let's take a second because Tom's going to tell us what he does when it comes to cold reads. Hey everybody, Dave Flowers here from the Midwest Drama Weenie Show, and we have a very special guest with us today. He's credited in over 200 productions. You might know him from Even Stevens. You might know him from Secret Life of the American Teenager, or more recently, the Academy Award-winning film, The Green Book. I'd like everybody to welcome my good friend Tom Virtue. Tom, how's it going?
Hey guys, how are you? I'm good.
Good to see you. All right. So what we're going to be talking about in this episode, we've already been talking about, working on cold reads and so on and so forth. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let you guys talk to Tom, and Tom tell you kind of how he does his cold reads.
Yeah.
What tips and tricks he uses.
All right? I mean, sometimes you'll get to an audition, you prepared for a week, then they see your audition, they really like you, but they say, we don't think you're right for this role. Can you go out, take 5 minutes, and read for the brother instead? So you have no time to prepare. You have to read from the script. They will accept that you're not off book, and they'll expect you to have the sides in front of you. But what you can do to sell it, and you can take a lot of time doing it, is get your line, get as much of the line as you can, then come up and deliver the line this way. When you're done the line, go back, get the next line, even if it takes you a little while to get there, and deliver the line up only. The worst thing that can happen is I do this. I get all the lines and I get them out at lightning speed, but I'm just reading them here and this, and I'm lost. If there isn't the connection, then it's not a good reading. But if you come up, they will accept that time that you take to go down and get the next line, as long as you can create the illusion that you're connecting again. And that's how I do a cold read.
All right, great. Thanks, Tom. I appreciate it. And we'll catch you guys on another episode.
All right, thanks, Tom. Now we're going to take that information, break it down a little bit more, and dive into the real mechanics of it. Acting! There can be any number of reasons you will do a cold read at an audition. Most of the time it's to see you read a scene of the same character but a different scene. Sometimes the casting director sees you in a different role that they think you look better for. Sometimes it might be just to see how well you can work with that last material or maybe a new person. Here we have a scene that Dave was not given to prior today. We're going to let him take a few minutes and kind of get familiarized with it a little bit and see the content while we discuss our points to a cold read.
Here is the copy of the sides that I just got from Zach. I'm not going to do these yet. I'm not even going to look over them because you usually aren't given very much time to look over the sides at an audition. So here are some tips to help with your cold read. Quickly read over the entire scene and don't just brush over it. This will help you familiarize yourself with the entire scene. The next step, and probably the most important one you can have, is to memorize the first line. This allows you to start your cold read in character and with your head up instead of down on the page. Does that make sense to everybody? So let's go over this real quick. I'm going to look over my first lines, I'm going to memorize them, at least the first line, and then I'm going to deliver up. Don't deliver to the paper. So, delivering to the paper would be like so. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look over that first line, which is, do I look 20% smaller to you? I'm going to read over the entire script, familiarize myself with it, and then know that first line. Do I look 20% smaller to you? I must to McDonald's. When I order a regular burger at McDonald's, it's 20% less. It's 20% less meat than at Burger King. Unbelievable. Luckily, I have a perfect way to tell them how I feel. I just go to Burger King. And that's it. It's going to feel awkward looking down and looking up and looking down and looking up. But that gives the opportunity for the casting director to actually see you. And even if you have to do it line by line by line, do it that way. That way they can really see your facial expressions, they can see your delivery, and you're not down in the page. Another good technique is using your thumb. So, as you can see here, I have my script. And all I do is, as I memorize that next line, I move my thumb down and leave my thumb where I left off. So after I've looked up and delivered, I can look right back down and gain that next line. Look up, deliver, come back down, gain that next line. Look up, deliver, and so on and so forth. So remember, it's very, very important to keep your nose out of the sheets, keep it out of the paper, keep it off the script, keep it off the book, and keep it out to your casting director. Remember, first and foremost, memorize that first line. That way when you start your audition cold read, you're already looking out and the casting director can see your face.
Dave, that's great advice. Make sure you're always looking out, like you said, and have that first line memorized. I know it can kind of seem a little bit weird, going down, going up, going down, going up. Am I saying the wrong thing? Should I be telling it to him now? Remember, have your eyes down, and then when you're feeding out to the director, don't look down.
Okay, and that wraps today's show.
We did it.
We covered cold reads today. You did it. You made it all the way. I want to take this time to thank Slim Fisher Studios for allowing us to shoot in their studio today for our episode.
Absolutely. And along with that, we have Rendler Trust out of St. Henry, Ohio that gives us a little backing. So remember, folks, your audition is your audition. Show the casting director why he or she should choose you for a role. Walk in with confidence, have a smile on, greet them, hit your mark. Dave?
Acting!